Do you remember the last time you were out in nature and did not see a single piece of trash? Probably not. The littering and illegal dumping problem in New Mexico has become increasingly prominent over the years, which is why I've done extensive research to better familiarize myself on this issue. Today, I want to persuade you to help end this for the sake of our environment and our tax dollars. By the end of this speech, you will know how bad littering affects the environment, what needs to be done to end it, and how you can help. Littering needs to be stopped because it has very negative impacts on the environment. A few of these would include water contamination, which was discussed further by the director of UNM's Water Resource Program. He described how improper disposal of chemicals could leach into the ground and eventually end up in our rivers and other water systems. Because of this, we can get sick from drinking that water. He also mentioned that not disposing food properly could harvest really dangerous bacteria because as it rots, that's just what naturally happens. And of course, this waste will also end up in our water system as well, which of course poses the same public health danger as the chemical waste. Another thing is fire hazard. As you all know, paper is very flammable, and so are pressurized spray cans, such as things like hairspray, like this as an example. I know we all have that. And the jbgreenteam.org also mentioned something that I hadn't thought of. Something as simple as tossing out a cigarette butt that maybe wasn't put out as complete as you thought you did could, of course, make the litter catch on fire if you happen to throw it out in an area that has a lot of it or even just a little bit of litter. And of course, if a fire starts, that could greatly damage the ecosystem, just the wildlife around, because fire causes massive habitat destruction. You know, trees will be burned down and there goes the birds' nests and stuff like that. And of course, it is very expensive for the state to keep cleaning up the litter that people throw out illegally. In fact, according to Green Eco Services, in 2007, 2 million tax dollars, yes, that's our money, was spent only on roadside litter cleanup. That's it, not even anything else. So, what can we do about this? Well, normal citizens like you and I can increase awareness for this issue, and we can take greater measures to report it. Why? Well, if more people know about how much is affected by littering, they'd be less likely to do it. Any decent person would have a guilty conscience doing something that they know has a negative effect on other things. And of course, for the people that don't listen to their guilty conscience, we can deter them from littering by reporting any suspicious activity that has to do with that. And of course, these come with consequences such as fees and lots of community service hours, possibly even jail time. I'm not completely sure on that. And also reporting does include just the necessary means of picking up any illegal dump areas that you happen to run into that were not cleaned yet, because that's important too. So, how you can help. Well, you can inform people you know, your little close circle of friends and stuff like that, and you can utilize easily accessible reporting methods that I will give you right now. So, as far as reporting goes, I ran into an app called the No Throw, and it was actually developed by NMSU students, and they actually run a company called Byteware Apps. It's pretty cool. You should check them out. And so, in case if you guys do want to download that, here is a picture of the icon to look for in your phone's app store. And I actually just got this off of the Google's App Store, by the way. The NMSU website also goes into detail about the way this app functions. So basically, it uses your phone's camera to snap a photo of the site you want to report to get cleaned up, and your GPS location is actually tagged to the photo when you send it in. And it also gives you the option of adding a few little comments if there's any necessary details for the authorities to know. And of course, for those of you who aren't smartphone savvy, you can also call a number derived from the donyatacounty.org website, and that number is 647 7117. And in case if you didn't get that, here it is in writing. And of course, as far as awareness goes, like I said before, you can inform your friends and family. You can do this by casually bringing it up at the dinner table or whenever it's appropriate. I would suggest especially bringing it up to people that you think are more prone towards littering, because that would be important. In conclusion, you can end the hazardous and expensive effects of littering by raising awareness and reporting with simple and quick methods. Right now, a trash-free environment can only be imagined. However,